So what are the astrological reasons for the potential health issues that Trump may encounter during 2020 and beyond? We have a coalescing of energy over here in the sixth house by way of Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. And most especially, Saturn and Pluto are in the late degrees, directly opposing Saturn and Venus, as well as in conjuncting the Sun. Now, the reason this is important is because Saturn at birth is in the 12th, so therefore it is automatically a health planet, and in fact it rules the 6th house as well, to place a double emphasis on that point. And oppositions can be very tricky in this regard, as well as in conjuncts. In conjuncts are aspects of health, aspects of injury, disease, and in fact all the way to terminal disease and death. So it's a very tricky aspect that one has to be very careful with. This is in play during all of 2020. And then as we go beyond into 2021, although this is already in play in 2020 as well, we have Neptune beginning to make the square to his moon and his sun. Now this aspect is being formed from the 8th house. And that's an extremely dangerous place to have an aspect of this magnitude. And notice that Neptune at birth is squaring Mercury opposite Eris. It's probably the most tricky planet in his chart. And by tricky, I mean prone to danger and difficulty, depending on the kind of aspect that is being formed. And certainly from the 8th house, that is not where you wanted to be forming an aspect, particularly in the midst of these other health aspects that are taking place at the same time. Neptune will be in even greater force in 2021 and 2022 because the aspect is more exact. But by mid-year in 2020, it's already forming the aspect and it's already in play. So all of this tells us that health is a major topic, and if you want to bring the Jupiter in, Jupiter will be in the same degrees as Saturn and Pluto by spring and effectively till the end of the year. And Jupiter in this case, while is often considered a benefic planet and helpful in most respects, it doesn't help here either, because at birth Jupiter is also square those 12th house planets. So by joining Saturn and Pluto in the conjunction, it's likely to be an added problem as well. So all of it tells us that while I say elsewhere that Trump's political situation is extremely complicated in 2020 and beyond, it may be the least of his problems, because health is featured in a very strong way during this period of his life.